Guys, I'm really excited about this. I read comics as a child and have always been a fan of Marvel and DC, and Image specifically Spawn. As an adult, it still amazes me that the MCU has become this 10-year movie and TV universe with no signs of slowing down. But today, I'm focusing on the return of Milestone Comics. Before I jump in, make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment, and don't forget to turn on your notifications. So, Milestone Media, founded in 1993 by Dwayne McDuffie, Dennis Cowan, Michael Davis, and Derek Dingle, four black artists and writers that created Rocket and Icon, Hardware, and probably the most famous, Static. What I loved about these characters in the 90s and still love about them today is that they're authentically black. I found great joy when Marvel decided to make the Black Panther movie, and it was so authentic. Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman knocked it out the park. And while Black Panther is probably the most famous black comic book character of all time, Marvel does have a strong roster of black superheroes, but nothing like Milestone and DC's Dakotaverse, featuring featuring all of these amazing black heroes. In Milestone Returns Infinite Edition 0, we see the return of Milestone superheroes and what's in store for Earth-M moving forward. The comic starts off with the Black Lives Matter march mirroring the real life events that we see today. The cops start firing at peaceful protesters, except in this situation, it's some kind of untested chemical that should have never been used. In that crowd of kids is young Virgil Hawkins, better known as Static, and he and other kids start to have reaction to the chemical that gives them powers. Static has powers I would say are similar to Marvel's Magneto. He can manipulate electrical and magnetic energy. He can generate force fields, absorb energy, redirect it, has a healing factor, has techno apathy, sonic immunity, and he's an expert strategist and scientific mind. We also find out that the chemical was developed by Alva Industries' genius inventor, Curtis Metcalf, aka Hardware. It wasn't Curtis's intent for that chemical to be used, but he quickly realizes the cops are going to blame him because, always blame the black guy. Hardware's abilities come from his genius intellect and suit, which blends human technology with that of an alien race called the Cooperative. He has a base armor that's plasticized metal. His exterior armor is made of nanorobots. He has a bevy of weapons built into his suit, including an Omni cannon, plasma whip, retractable sword, and so much more. I remember in the 90s when he was fighting against Steel and he melted Steel's armor, which was nuts to me back then. But unfortunately, when the cops show up to arrest Curtis, they come in guns blazing. They don't even give him a chance to surrender. Does that sound familiar? But unlike real life cops, they ran up on a genius black man with a suit that rivals anything Iron Man cooks up, and he opens up on them. Fast forward, and we're reintroduced to Icon and Rocket, about to get the drop on some drug traffickers out in the middle of the jungle. I'm not sure if they're going to alter Icon's backstory, but he's an alien that crashed to Earth in 1839, and his life pod altered his appearance to match that of the person who found him, an enslaved black woman. Icon basically has all the same powers as Superman and can shoot energy bolts from his hands. Rocket, his sidekick or partner, is from Dakota. She wasn't born with powers and didn't get them in the Big Bang like Static, but her powers come from the inertia belt that Icon made out of his ship. She can manipulate kinetic energy and has super strength. In the comic, we see Rocket and Icon become aware of the police shooting peaceful protesters and they rush back home to Dakota. We also get our first look at the Blood Syndicate, which is basically a collection of kids who got their powers during the Big Bang, and because of that, they were considered outcast and pushed to the side by their families and society, so they bond together to take what they want. Sound familiar to you guys? It's really an amazing story of how the world treats black people and how we respond to that treatment once we have power. I picked up and read Static Season 1 and plan to read it a couple more times before I do another video, but I love the story and I love the artwork. It feels so authentic to me. In July and August, we're going to get Icon and Rocket Season 1 and Hardware Season 1. All of these are 6-issue series, but I hope they're here to stay. These characters are so relevant to our real life experiences, and frankly, Milestone and DC have a gold mine on their hands if they do this right. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think Milestone is back for good this time. Until next time, guys.